Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio, your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. All this fancy stuff I'd never heard of before, and still started doing this. But it's our way of getting to you and getting some information to you as well. Check out the podcast at netnewsnetwork.net as well. I have a friend with me, LaRue Hardinger. Everybody knows LaRue, and she's been such an asset to our community. For a lot of kids would have not had Christmas, they would have not had Santa Claus, had it not been for this amazing team that you've put together.
Yes.
And everybody works together. And I've just seen parts of it. I've not seen all of the little wheels and the spokes that make this thing happen.
Yeah, you probably don't want to see all of it. It's overwhelming. But anyone, I will say this, whether you be public or be part of our team from the inside operation, I want to thank every single one of you who have given. We are in our 11th year. You may have given toys, you may have given a check, you may have given cash at one of our setups, you may have donated storage space, you may have donated bags to bag the toys. You may have donated advertisement for us. You may have donated a trailer that's wrapped with Toys for Tots art on it, as I'm sure you guys are familiar with Bobby Ledbetter's donation to that. There's just so many, too many to name. I would like to also recognize every single business or individual organization like clubs and this type of thing. Whatever group you're a member of, churches, schools, that if you've hosted a toy box and you've collected toys on our behalf and or cash donations, trust me, it all is needed and it all goes to the same place. And it all goes for one purpose, and that is the mission of the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation, which is to engage your community into providing new toys to children in need at Christmas, therefore instilling hope in them for the future, because it's got to be devastating, it's got to be discouraging, it's got to be I can't even think of a word of how it would feel to wake up as a child on Christmas morning and feel like Santa forgot me, Christmas passed us by for some. Am I a bad child? What did I do wrong? I can only imagine how that would feel. Thankfully, I never had to go through that with my parents. Even if they couldn't provide a lot, they provided. But you can help, and there's a lot of ways. And it's all on that website, fortpayne-l.toysfortots.org, including my contact information. So a lot of folks are starting early this year, which is wonderful. It's encouraging. We used to just work 3 or 4 last months of the year, but we do not mind putting in the extra time, being at your event, helping publicize it, because this tells me you're thinking of us early, and you're helping us get a head start, because we are expecting a lot more children this year due to the economy. Due to many reasons. As we know, there are many parents out there that are struggling. Single parents, parents lost their jobs, maybe parents who have experienced hospitalizations or death in the family of a provider. Or maybe catastrophic illness of a child. You just never know the medical costs. There's many reasons why families can be in need who have never had to ask for help. So do not be embarrassed to ask for help if you need help, if you're one of those families.
Another thing I thought of too, I'm seeing a lot of grandparents raising the grandkids.
Yes.
And it's kind of a struggle for them. I mean, you've already raised one generation of kids. Now you're raising another one, and things aren't like they were back in my generation. So I can just imagine the cost of things, and not being aware that you're going to have to pay for that. A lot of folks are living off of their Social Security.
You took the words out of my mouth. Many of these are, and yes, we encourage you, if you are the person who has care of this child or these children, and you do live in DeKalb County, we do encourage you to apply as well. We just have to know 4 things at the DHR when you do apply in October. Write that down. October.
You need to get on that quick.
Put it on your calendar. You'll be thinking about Halloween. But we need to know who you really are, ID. We need to know you live in DeKalb County, Alabama, and easy to do with mail, recent mail and your name on it. We need to know that you do have legal custody of these children, or have at least a court-approved care of them in some way, if they're not your natural children or adopted children. We also have foster children, so that's also available. And the Toys for Tots is also helping foster children more so now than ever in the past. So we also need to know, kind of get an idea of why you are in need, so you don't have to really prove that, but we need to know your story. They would like to know, so why can't you meet their needs this Christmas? And if I were a grandmother taking care of my grandchildren, I would just simply say that. I'm living on my Social Security, and it's all I can do to get by, and I don't know where these toys are coming from. My son, my daughter, their parent, I can't find them, or they're unable for some reason to take care of them, and I have taken on this responsibility, and I praise you for that. Because
you're a unique person if you're a grandparent taking care of those grandkids.
Yes. So, yes, there's many ways you can give, and there's many ways you can ask for help. So that's what we're here for. Take advantage of it. Otherwise, we're working in vain. We don't want any falling through the cracks. And furthermore, we're 100% volunteer, and nobody gets paid. In fact, it costs us money. Gas, time, energy, and I'm talking about even having to work around our holidays, because that is the holiday season. Times when you would be with your family, and with nothing else to be worried about, nowhere to be, no fundraiser to help out with. So
I wanted to mention this too, and this is pertaining to the foundation and the people who are involved with the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation here in DeKalb County. These guys are working throughout the year. I mean, this is not just something you start doing in October. I mean, as soon as Christmas is over,
we used to, but in the very beginning. But
as soon as Christmas is over, you start working on the next Christmas.
Well, my job as coordinator doesn't end until. It never ends.
I was going to say, I've known you a long time.
But for the previous campaign, I have to turn in a report that's gives all the numbers for the year prior, and how many toys we raised, how many children we served. It's 9 pages long. It's called the AAR, After Action Report. You military folks out there are familiar with that term. And after all, we are the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. We locally are the Marine Toys for Tots campaign of DeKalb County. And the website I gave you takes you directly to our campaign. So if you donate on that campaign, on that address, then you will be donating to the local campaign, and you can rest assured the money and or any kind of support you give us will come locally to us. It's given on a purchase card that is in the possession of the coordinator, and it goes to local children. That being said, we cannot do fundraisers outside of DeKalb County. However, we can receive gifts, toys, money from anywhere in the world. One year, a couple of years back, at the very end of our, right before our, I think it was our distribution, we received a check for $1,500 from a company in Nevada. There's probably a local connection, but I don't know the local connection. And I first even thought, is this a real check? I mean, is this legitimate? So the best way to find out is to stamp it Fort Payne, Alabama, and put it in one of our deposits. Send it to the foundation, which is what we do with all checks. And the cash you donate, which is turned into a cashier's check. And stamped with Fort Payne, Alabama, we send it to the foundation. And I figured if it bounces, well, we'll find out, right? It was real. And to this day, I don't know how it was initiated or why they chose us, but they did. And we appreciate it. It was used to help many children. And just so you will know, the money that if you're not donating toys but money, the money is necessary because we need it to buy things that are not donated, that the children are asking for. And sometimes those are pretty specific. For instance, if a movie has just come out and Spider-Man is the star, there's going to be a rise in demand for Spider-Man. This year I have a feeling it's going to be Barbie.
Yeah, the movie coming out.
Yeah, that kind of parents of younger children and, older children, keep an eye out for those movies because, go buy one of those figures.
It will be loved. It will. LaRue, we have to go into a commercial break.
Okay.
Half the show already. We'll be right back in just a minute.
You have been at this for 12 years. Why are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale.
Rated PG-13.
The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took MyPillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented MyPillow to bring you the best pillow in history, MyPillow 2.0. Because of all of you, MyPillow 2.0 has been a huge success, and now we're bringing you our best-selling Go Anywhere MyPillows with the same temperature-regulating technology. Made with my patented adjustable fill and brand new cooling fabric, they're truly the next generation of MyPillow. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save over 60% on our MyPillow 2.0 4-pack special. You'll get 2 MyPillows and 2 Go Anywhere MyPillows, regular $259.92, now only $99.98. King size just $10 more. This is a limited time offer, so please order now.
At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Hardinger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. Good afternoon. We are back. My name is Donna, and I am your host of the Age on IC Radio. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, from 1 to 3 p.m. It's been going on a long time, Central, as we get to ride home with you. You can also find us on all the social media sites. We're talking with LaRue Hardinger, and she's with the Marine Toys for Tots Foundation. Amazing lady, an amazing team. I'm going to tell you what, you guys really got it going on. I got to go on a trip, and a lot of y'all have heard this the first time, but we got a lot of
Here we go.
I had no idea there were so many different kinds of toys within this one particular toy. And so LaRue, I guess LaRue thinks, we'll just give Donna the simple
Let me say it now. It's Legos, and we can never have too many Legos and too many Barbies.
Well, I'm almost a little bit insulted. I'm almost a little insulted because she says, you can handle the Legos. And I said, Legos, that's all I'm going to shop for? Well, then you said, well, here, honey, here's the list.
I know how smart you are.
I'm looking at the list, I said, what? All of that is Legos? And times have changed since mine was, like my little boy now is 44 years old, or 45 years old. And so things have changed, but I'm going to tell you what, kids haven't. Kids still love to play with toys.
I think that the Legos are kind of the new Tinker Toys. Okay, you guys, some of you guys don't know what Tinker Toys is. Look it up. It's on Google.
Yeah, you'll find it. Oh, as a matter of fact, we were at an antique shop, and I found a couple of my old toys at this. The Tom Thumb typewriter is in the antique, and the Tom Thumb cash register. I had one of those. Did you ever have one of those?
I didn't, but I had a cash register, and boy, did I use that thing. With pretend shop. They still have them, by the way, and kids do ask for a lot of kitchenettes. They do ask for a lot of shopping carts and cash registers. We are completely out of Mickey and Minnie, so if you see Mickey and Minnie toys of any kind, please, we're out. Totally. The box is empty right now.
And what about books and crayons, and where kids can actually use their creativity
What we
Painting
need,
sets.
okay, what we need, we have been able to purchase at a great discount plenty of sketchbooks and diaries, which are in great demand. But what we really need are not the cheap grab and go packs with crayons in it, you know, with the ones I'm talking about, in like foil packs. What we need is something that would be interesting and challenging for, I would say, tweens to teens, because we have numerous, we always run out, requests for actually very nice art sets. And I'm talking with easels, or even some of them like the sketch pads with all of the entire set of charcoal pencils and that kind of thing. And then others actually want the acrylic paint oil sets. So nice, and I know that they're costly, but if you're wanting to buy one nice thing, that is something we can use, are nice art sets.
That's great. That's fabulous. Now, let's talk a little bit more about teen boys. Teen boys are hard to buy for. I mean, you know, they don't want little cars and trucks to play around with, but there is a need. What do they like?
Well, golly, anything from sports, soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, outdoors type things, including binoculars, tents, sleeping bags. They like to go camping, fishing equipment, telescopes. And by the way, girls enjoy some of these things too.
Yeah, always have.
Anything camouflage. I don't care if it's, you know, backpack or they love camouflage. And also, they like, another outdoor toy would be a drone, which are expensive. So if you...
They went down some in price, though.
Yes.
Not as expensive as
and if
they
you
were.
shop around, if you shop around, you will find deals on that. Just got to keep your eyes open. But our cap is $35 per toy, unless we get special permission for, you know, like a bicycle or something. We are not able to purchase the large bikes, so if you really, really want to help us, yes, any bike that's 22 inches and above, 22, 24, 26, would be a godsend. And of course, with each one, we have to give a helmet. So those would be for larger children, right? So therefore, we would need a 14 plus helmet. That's the size that goes with the larger bikes. So there's some ideas right there that I know we're going to need a lot of. One other that we're completely out of, that are always popular, are doll houses. They don't have to be the $300, I don't know how much they cost, Barbie doll houses. You can shop around and find them for much less. We even accept homemade toys. Somebody out there that's good at building them.
Oh, there's a lot of good woodworkers around here.
As long as they're safe. You know, we inspect them for safety. But yeah, we need the doll houses. We're completely out. Something else that's popular we're out of are baby alive dolls. For some reason, those have become extremely popular. Also, the My Life dolls, which is the cheaper version of the American, what's their name? The American Girl doll. You can find those, I think, at Walmart. There's also a Target brand, and their clothing. So, any doll, think of accessories to go with it, because, okay, when I was young, I had Barbies, I had Alan, I had Midge, I had Skipper, I had Ken, I had the whole family. But what did I want for Christmas? I wanted the fold-together closet where you could actually hang their clothes up in it, and I wanted the whole wardrobe. I mean, so think of Barbie clothes.
Barbie
And
shoes.
shoes,
Yeah.
you can, hats,
That
whatever. And
makes
Ken. Got to have Ken and Ken clothes too.
He needs to wear something besides swimming trunks.
He always comes in swimming trunks. Well, most
It
of
gets
the
cold outside.
And many of the Barbies, which we don't mind, you can get them on sale for $5, or you could last year if you catch them on sale. They have painted on bathing suits, so that those, when we give those out, we must have some kind of clothing to give. I mean, what's your doll's not going to swim 24/7.
Probably.
And if you're really wanting to go out there on a limb and get something big and nice concerning Barbie sets, that, like, okay, Barbie with a horse, Barbie car, those are quite affordable if you catch them on sale. And believe me, they're very popular. They're asked for a lot. Pokemon, we need. Anything that is Fortnite, we need. Nerf guns, we need. These are just some that off the top of my head. One other thing I will say, you asked about teens. Our entire wall of shelves for teenagers that we normally have full of the following items is empty right now. And that includes sets that would be easy to bag, so they must come in a box of, like, maybe the Axe cologne bath sets or the Old Spice mini brands. You'll find those on sale around Christmas. And girls too. They're asking for bath sets. They're asking for perfume sets. Big item we must have, or we're going to have to order them bulk. All teenage girls and the tween girls always ask for makeup. Always. So think eyes and lips. Don't worry about the foundation and all of that necessarily. But they absolutely love the eyes and the lip makeup. Now those are for teenagers. For the in-between, the lip gloss, the lesser, dramatic makeup.
Did they still sell Kissing Potion? Did you ever have Kissing Potion?
Where it makes your lips tingle?
Yeah.
I think they do.
All right, less than a minute left in this segment. What do you want to tell everybody before you go? You got about 50 seconds.
I just want to thank you in advance. And I want to mention one thing. Wills Valley RV Park on Airport Road across from the Children's Place. Can't thank them enough. They continue on the first Saturday during the summer with the owners sponsoring. That's Brad and Melanie Kinsey. And hosting the event. And it's basically a vintage car meet and swap with live music and with a food truck there. And it's just a good time to spend together. They usually kind of start around noon-ish and go late into the afternoon. And they have asked, we're not really, that is their thing. They came to us, wanted to do it.
Dog's barking.
So put that on your calendar. First Saturday at Wills Valley RV Park, and we would appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thank you, LaRue, for coming on the show, as always. And thank you for watching. We wouldn't have a show without you.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of our sponsors as well. LaRue, thanks.
Thank you.
Anytime. We'll see you guys later. Take care.